brain run. Hi guys, my name is Jinka and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I will be making our boiled method egusi soup. I said boiling method because I've made a frying method and I've also made a roasting method of egusi soup. So you can go to my other video and go and watch the other ways of making your egusi soup. Today we will be making the boiling method of egusi soup. So guys, come with me and let me show you how to make this particular method. And today, to make our boiling method of egusi soup, I will be needing the egusi itself, the one that has been blended, and I have like 2 cups here of egusi, and I have my meat boiled and ready. I have my cow beef, I have the skin, I have all sort of meat here. You can put any kind of meat you want to put into your egusi soup. I have my the stock of the meat here that I will be adding to my soup. I have my shrimp here. If you are not allergic to shrimp, you can also add shrimp. If you don't want to, that's okay. And I have my blended crayfish here that I will be adding to the egusi soup as well. And I have my locust beans here. The locust beans, if some people don't eat locust beans, so I would just suggest, if you are making it for a crowd, that you just leave out the locust beans. But if you are making it for your family, you are making it at home, you can add the locust beans. But because of the smell of the locust beans and because some people don't eat it, so if you are making it for a party, you can just as well leave it out if you want to. It's optional. And I'll be using Maggi crayfish here, red oil, our red oil, dry fish, stock fish, and I will be using bitter leaf for the my egusi soup. If you don't want bitter leaf, you can use spinach if you want to in replacement of bitter leaf. But today I will be using bitter leaf. You can use spinach like I said, and salt to taste. So then I will be using dry pepper. You can also use if you want, you can use fresh pepper, but I will be using dry pepper for my egusi, for my boiled egusi soup. So let's go get it together. And in a pot, I'll put some water in the pot and put the lid over it, and I will allow it to boil. Then I will put my egusi, I'll put a little bit of water in my egusi and make a paste. And I want the paste to be very thick. So some people use egg, but what I discovered with using egg is when you use egg, when you make the lump, it is difficult to break it when you use egg. But when you use water and you make it very thick and you portion it in your hot water, you can break it up into whatever size, whatever size you want later. But when you use egg, it's very difficult because it's clots together and you can't break it. So I use water and I make my paste very thick. So I'm going to be adding water to the egusi now, and I will show you what kind of paste, the consistency we're looking for the paste when I come back. Our water is boiling now, and that was what I was waiting for. Then I will add my meat stock in the water, in the boiling water. Remember that our meat stock has salt and Maggi in it already, so I will add it to it. And you can also add salt to your egusi like this, but because I don't want to have too much salt in my soup, I did not add salt to this egusi. But you can add salt to it and use to mix it. Because I don't want to have too much salt, I have salt in the meat stock already. So this is what we are looking for when you add water. You add a little bit of water to make this kind of paste. So can you see this kind of paste. So when you break it, when you portion it in the hot water, it doesn't break. Then when you put it in your hot water like this, you can, and you allow it to boil for a little while, then you can break it later. So I will be portioning it in my hot water now, then we'll allow it boil. So I'll portion it a little at a time in the hot water. And like I said, this is my boiling method. I have the roasting method too, a video on the roasting method. I have a video on the frying method of egusi. So you might want to watch it and see what magic you can do with your egusi. You can do different kind of egusi soup. So you don't have to have one kind of taste kind of egusi. You can have different kind of taste of egusi for your family. And like you can see, I'm done portioning everything in, and I'm just going to cover it to allow it to boil for a while and for the egusi to cook. Then I'll come back and add the other ingredient to it. So see you in a bit. Okay, our egusi has been boiling for like 5 minutes. You can see the clot is still there. What I discover with egg is when it clots up like this, it's very difficult to break it. So that is why I use water. So you can now break it into whatever size you want at this point. So I added my my dry pepper in it. It depends on how much hot you want it to be. If you want it to be very spicy, add a lot of dry pepper. If not, just add a teaspoon will be good. Then you can add at that point, if you want to use fresh pepper, you can add it now. Then you cover it for like 2 minutes to boil your boiled fresh pepper. Then you add it to it, you allow it to boil together. Then you can add the other ingredient. So my stockfish and my dry fish has already been, I've soaked them in hot water, the stockfish too in hot water. Then with your stockfish, you can soak it overnight. If you are using it the next day, just soak it overnight, then use it the following morning. It will be fine for you to use. So now I will add my locust beans, my iru in it. Like I said, if you are cooking for a crowd and they don't eat iru, you don't have to add, they don't eat locust beans, you don't know if they will like it. You don't have to. I don't add it to, when I'm cooking for a party, I don't really add the locust beans into it. I will add my crayfish. My shrimp. My meat. Then my fish. I'll add the stockfish in. I've not added salt and Maggi in it because my meat stock and my all the ingredients, the meat, the shrimp, everything has salt and Maggi already, and I don't want it to be too salty. So I will add everything first into it, allow it boil and taste and see how much Maggi and how much salt I will need to add. So I'll cover it up, allow it to I will now you see it's boiling. So now I can taste it and see how much salt I will need to add to it and how much Maggi I will need to add into it, if there is need for it anymore. There is a need for a little bit of salt. And just half of the Maggi, half of the Maggi inside, not so much. I will add my bitter leaf. And like I said in the beginning of the video, you can add, if you don't want bitter leaf or you can't find bitter leaf, if bitter leaf is not available where you are, you can use spinach to do this particular egusi soup. Then now I will add my red oil in it. You see, it's looking good already and the aroma is so nice. So I'll just cover it up, allow it to cook for like 3 to 2 minutes. Then our egusi is ready to eat. And that was the end result of our boiled method egusi soup. So I want to say thank you so much guys for watching. I really appreciate it. And like I said, I have other videos on how to make your egusi, different kind of egusi. Your egusi doesn't have to taste the same every time you make it. I have the boiling method, I have the frying method, I have the roasting method. So you might go watch the other videos too. You are going to come back and say thank you. Thank you so much, like I said, for watching. And I want to say thank you for subscribing. For those of you that have subscribed to my video, thank you so very much. And if you are yet to subscribe, please do so now. Press on the subscription button, and please also press on the notification button, and you will be the first to know when we have a new video. And trust me, you always learn 1 or 2 things from my video. So thank you so very much for watching. See you again in my next video. Have a lovely day. Bye.